Colorado.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Happy Monday, everyone. Let's take a look at that national. Well, welcome, first of all, to the TV8 Weather Center. Let's take a look at today's weather. It's Monday. It's gorgeous out there. 8 a.m., 38 degrees, a high of 66, and abundant sunshine, something I love to see. Winds southwest 5 to 10 miles per hour. So gorgeous day to get on out there, have some fun in that fall sunshine. The leaves are still popping. I cannot believe this. 8 a.m., 38 degrees and sunny. Noon at 58 and sunny, feeling a little bit more like the end of summer than fall. 4 p.m. 62 and sunny, and then 8 p.m. 51 and clear. So gorgeous night ahead. Let's take a look at that I-70 corridor. Eagle 70 degrees, seems super warm. Avon 69, Vail 66, and Denver 80 degrees. Like I said, a little bit more like the end of summer than fall, but gorgeous temperatures nonetheless. Tonight a low of 49, clear skies, and sunset at 6:17 as well. And then we're going to take a look at that 5-day forecast. Tuesday mostly sunny, a little cloud coverage. Wednesday 63 and sunny. Thursday 20% chance of rain, partly cloudy. So you see the clouds kind of rolling in Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 60 degrees the high Thursday. Friday the high is 57. But as you can see, the lows are super low. 29 for Thursday, 32 Friday, and then Saturday partly cloudy, 54 degrees, and a low of 26 degrees. So, you know, I say this all the time. In these Colorado mountain towns of ours, sunshine, rain, snow, one never knows what we're going to get.
Don't like the weather, just wait an hour.
It's so true. And you know what? I kind of love that because we get the best of everything. You know, however, Kim, opening day countdown is on for many of the mountains. You know, we have less than 20 days for
Less
Vail.
than 20 days. It's incredible.
Oh, I'm so
You know,
excited.
the lower temperatures are good because then,
Right.
you know, the snow's not melting. We're ready to build a good base.
Yes, well, I had a moment this weekend where I looked back and I actually skied already one day last year at A Basin.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, I'm ready, bring it on. But I wanted to tell you today is National Talk Show Host Day. So happy National Talk Show Host Day to you.
I love that. It's so great.
Oh my
And
God.
Speaking of that, girls.
Oh my gosh, that is, we did not set this up.
No, we didn't.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my
That
God.
is a national holiday today, so I thought I would stop in
You
and thank you both for all the hard work you do here at TVA.
Oh,
Thank you.
Danielle, wait, this is so funny because I literally was like, she said on the little, we have a little rundown of the show and it said slap your
Annoying
coworker
annoying
today.
coworker today. And I was like, Danielle, no, we're not going to slap each other. That's awesome.
We're not annoying coworkers.
No, I know, thank
no,
goodness.
no,
God,
no.
this is, well, thank you for everything.
But
you
thanks
do
for teeing me
us.
up.
Oh, you're amazing.
Thank you.
I was like, what does she do? I was like, oh, a vision with flour. I love it.
Well, we love everything that you let us do here, so it's just
Yes.
a blast.
Well, I appreciate you both. So
Thank
happy
you so
day.
much.
Thank
That
you.
really wasn't planned. Danielle, we're on the same wavelength. I love that.
Right in. I was like, I'm going to take that opportunity.
Oh, thank you.
so great.
This is beautiful.
I
Thank
know,
you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, thanks.
Sorry to crush you
I
open,
know,
girls.
We're both like, we won the.
We love surprises at the
We
show.
do.
and, you
We
know,
love them. And today is such a great day.
really is.
We have an awesome hosts. And we're actually, Michelle's going to come in and talk to us about a really powerful moment just speaking up and reaching out and talking to the community, especially the Jewish community here in Vail, and how we can make sure that our friends are doing okay. So it's going to be a very beautiful moment here.
It really is.
Yeah.
Mental health day, physical fitness day. We've got a lot in store on this
Motivational Monday.
Motivational Monday is right. Well, we'll be right back after this to get into all of the things we just discussed.
Good morning, Vail.
Lion's Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lion's Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi, I'm Gretchen Bleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail on this Monday morning, Motivational Monday edition. I'm Kimberly Perot, but we've got an exciting segment where I made protein waffles and I did not burn down our test kitchen. So let's take a look and see how it goes. That's right, it's Friday. I am in the kitchen. This is gonna be an adventure. I don't know about you, but growing up, I loved having waffles for breakfast. And especially now, I like having things that are a little bit homemade, and I'm always looking at ways to make it a little bit more nutritious and delicious. Not to have some fun with those words there, but I'm going to show us how to make protein waffles. One of my favorite things that inspired this is this little waffle maker. It basically makes a waffle the size of an Eggo, which you probably had when you were a kid if you are my age or still now. But anyways, we're gonna get started. It's a simple recipe. You put it all into one blender, you blend it for about 30 seconds, and then you get to cook it. So I'm gonna plug in my waffle maker while we get started here. Now, I love to start this recipe with all of my wet ingredients so that it blends the dry ingredients on the top. We'll start with the first thing that we do. Naturally, eggs. First source of protein. You pour 1 egg, which I absolutely love using eggs in everything that I make. We've got 3 tablespoons of egg whites, which equivalates to about, 1 egg white, 1 large egg white. So pour that in there. And the best part about this recipe is it literally takes maybe 5 to 10 minutes in total, from cooking to assembling all of the ingredients. Now, another great source of protein that's in it, Greek yogurt. So we have about 1/4 of a cup, actually about 1/2 of a cup of Greek yogurt. So we're just gonna spoon all of that in here into the blender. Now, one of the fun things about this recipe, I'm a really, I don't mind using protein powder, but I don't like how it tastes. If you find it in a recipe, you can taste the protein powder unless it's like in a smoothie, you don't normally get to taste it. But this recipe, actually, you can't really taste it, which I love. So we did all of our wet ingredients. We've got 1 egg white, 1 whole egg. You've got the 1/2 a cup of Greek yogurt. So lots of protein right now. Now, protein powder, depending on what kind of protein powder you buy, I would go just by what it says to use as your daily serving. So for this one, it calls for 2 scoops. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my 2 scoops out. As you can see, you just kind of smooth it on the side so it's nice and flat. Dump it in the blender there. We'll do 1 more scoop here. And these are the dry ingredients. They will blend really nicely with those wet ingredients that you've put into the blender here. Okay, we've got our 2 scoops there. And then to give it a little bit more base, we're definitely looking for a good hearty breakfast, especially as we're heading into ski season. Mark talked about getting out there, getting in shape. This is a great recipe to kind of fuel you throughout the day as you get overall about 35 grams of protein in this recipe. So that's huge. You dump those oats in. You put about 1/2 a cup of oats as well. So equal oats to equal Greek yogurt. It's an easy way to remember it. And then don't forget baking powder. You need there's some of that in there as well. With your baking powder, you're going to do 1/2 a teaspoon. So simple, just grab a teaspoon. If you're not big on baking measurements, all you have to do is grab a measuring spoon, piece of cake, throw it on in there. All right, we've got just a little bit left. And then this recipe calls for 1/2 a teaspoon of vanilla. Growing up, I was told that you always double the vanilla, and I have to say I do it here too. So I do about 2 half teaspoons or 1 full teaspoon. Right now we're just gonna keep it simple. We're gonna do about 2 of these in here. And if it spills over, who cares? There we go. You've got about 1 full teaspoon of vanilla powder in there. And then, easy, put the lid on your blender. All you have to do is turn it on, blend it for about 30 seconds. So here we go. It's gonna get a little loud in here. All right. Looking great. I like to stop it, kind of check the consistency. If it's a little bit thicker, which I like mine a little more on the, I guess you could say, liquidy side, I just pour a little bit of almond milk, but you can use your liquid of choice, whether it's water or almond milk. I prefer that because it's just a little lighter. And just to taste, I add a little extra into the blender. And then we just get it going. Blend it a little bit longer. All right, looking good. Okay, take the top off. There's a little bit excess left over there, but if you can see it, just looking great. Now, one important thing when you're using your waffle maker, don't forget to spray it with some cooking spray. Anything matte is fine. Right now I've got a little bit of olive oil spray, so you don't even taste it. It just keeps it from sticking. This recipe makes about 5 mini waffles. So in total, you're getting about 35 grams. You could just pour it here. You want to make sure that you're just covering just the top of the bottom because it does rise while it's cooking. So we want to make sure that we're not, not overfilling it, but just spread it out, get it nice and flat, let it cook there. All right, we're just gonna let it cook. All right, our waffle's looking great. I'd say you kind of monitor it, check it. It takes about anywhere from 4 to 6 minutes, depending on your level of crispiness. If you like it extra crispy, make sure that you are leaving it in there a little bit longer. But while it's cooking, I want to show you what the actual product looks like. This is so delicious. I love eating these after the show. I pop them in the fridge or the freezer, grab one out, stick it in a toaster. Absolutely delicious. Right now, I've got the waffle looking great here. One of my favorite things that I like to make, because I'm into the make your own food, I've got honey cinnamon butter dollops that I made from scratch. Super simple. Maybe next time I'll show you how to do it. All you do is you melt your butter to about room temperature, add your cinnamon and your honey to taste. I just threw it here on the waffle, drizzle a little organic maple syrup, because yes, I like real maple syrup. I grew up on the East Coast. Anything else, it doesn't count if it's not real maple syrup, especially from Vermont. Well, let's give it a shot. While we're waiting for these to cook, it's gonna have a nice taste. Cut right into it. Gonna spread that butter around. Absolutely delicious. Not a huge ton of butter fan, but here we go. Just gonna taste it. I'm ready to go. Breakfast delicious. Looking great. We've got just a couple more minutes till it's done, but really super simple recipe. If you're interested, ping the Facebook, shoot us a message. We would love to interact and share this recipe with you. I would. It's one of my favorite breakfast recipes. Easy to do, very delicious. So a great way to start the weekend. We'll be right back with more on Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
My name is Tyler Alvarez. I work here at Sweet Basil in Vail. I'm a bartender here. I originally came to Vail to snowboard. I slept on my sister and my cousin's couch for what was supposed to be a week, turned into 2 months, and then I found my own spot, and then kind of made friends and worked different places in the valley, and kind of just fell in love with it more and more every single day, and ended up finding my way to Sweet Basil through some friends who worked here and all the great things that I heard about it. And yeah, I've been here for 4 years now. It's hard to wake up in Vail and be upset when you look outside. It's just beautiful. My favorite part about working at Sweet Basil is definitely that I could be proud about everything that we're putting out, whether it's food, drinks. We also get to be really creative here. The bartenders, the whole team here, we workshop our menus every season, so we'll start with a spirit or an ingredient, and then we get to be really creative and make a whole project of it. And then when we get the final product, it's a drink that we're all really proud of for the whole menu, and that's super fun, just being able to be creative and work with new things. And the most fun cocktails to make, though, are definitely the ones that we get to create from scratch. When people take a sip and say, oh my God, this is delicious, or they just love it. And that's probably the most fun for me, the creativity behind it and making unique cocktails. That, for me, that would be the most fun drink to make, just the one that you start from scratch and then people are excited about. I'm Tyler, I live and work in Vail. Come see me at Sweet Basil.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am all smiles this Monday morning. My dear friend Hannah Nestor, and she is such an amazing personal trainer. How are you doing, Hannah?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Well, Hannah, I'm going to dive right in because I know where you work, but I want you to tell the background story of where you work and how this all came to be being a personal trainer, because this is pretty special and very Vail-centric. It's very good for Good Morning Vail.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm born and raised here in Vail, Colorado.
A true local.
True local, born at the Vail Hospital.
Yeah.
And I actually grew up in Homestead, working out, going to the daycare of Homestead Court Club since I was super tiny. It's funny, my manager, he's known me my entire life pretty much.
Wow.
And so I grew up working out there, and full circle, I am now a personal trainer there. I actually just became the fitness manager. So
cool.
I'm very excited about it. I teach
Congratulations.
classes there, and yeah, it's been wonderful. I've been training there for about 8 years now, and I love my job.
I love that, Hannah. That's so beautiful. Who would have thought, like, as a little girl, you love this space, and now you're literally running the program, the fitness program. That's amazing. But how did you get into personal fitness? Has it been something you've always been really kind of drawn to, even like since you were little?
Yeah, so I grew up as an athlete.
Okay, yeah.
Played a lot of volleyball up here in the Vail Valley. Yep, go Battle Mountain. So I was actually going to Denver 3 to 4 days a week playing on a pretty elite volleyball team.
Wow. Okay.
And due to all of that, I actually developed a lot of injury in, being an athlete.
Right.
And so the only thing that really, really got me strong and less pain was truly learning how to properly do good form and get super strong. And so I went to college, and I knew I wanted to go for personal training, so kinesiology, and really I wanted to heal people. And what working out has done for me outside of just like my athletics and healing my body was like the mental side of it. Like, when you're having a bad day or you're going through tough stuff, working out was my outlet, and I wanted to do it for everyone else. So
I love that.
Physically, mentally, healing, and then the relationships I have with my clients now, and like, you can't ask for anything better. Yeah.
Well, and I know because we follow we're actual friends in real life,
Yep,
but we
that's
follow
true.
each other on socials. And I know your journey in the past 2 years, you've gone through some really hard stuff with your knee. Is it your knee?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're so positive, and I love that you just keep it very real. Though there's days where you're like, you know what, man, not the best day, but I'm gonna keep on trying to be positive, see the beauty in everything. And I love that you're very organic, real about your feelings, but it's truth. The mental health piece that comes along with it it's important to stay strong mentally and physically.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, that knee, I tore my patella tendon during volleyball season, during our co-ed, and I love it. Huge shout out to Tom Palick. Yes. Palick Clinic. He has this new machine, soft wave therapy, that has been helping it. I'm supposed to get surgery.
Oh,
but
wow.
I think I'm putting it off because this machine is helping it so much. So
really?
That's been really cool.
Can you explain a little? I'm so interested in this. Can you explain a little bit about what the machine does, or what do you do with it?
So it's like this large machine that shocks. It's a deep, deep shock, and it penetrates, tendon, bone, anything. Like, it's good for arthritis. And
that's good to know.
Torn tendons, ligaments, and basically rehab. Yeah. And it ruptures and kind of re-injures that area by stimulating blood flow into the area.
Interesting.
And basically it allows natural stem cell to drop into there as well.
Wow.
So, I mean,
modern technology, man. It's so wild to me. That's brilliant.
Yeah,
that's so
it's
cool.
been helping me. I've done 7 or 8 sessions now, and I'm hopeful that it's going to get me at least to 95%.
Well, so you might not even have to do this. I mean, I know it's early days, but the whole point is to not have to do surgery.
Right.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling today? No, you're excited.
Good.
How are you feeling with your knees and everything? Your knee?
Good. I mean, I'm working out, not to my full potential. I'm still totally able to train to do my job. But
so cool.
It's been pretty easy, working my way, baby steps into it. Obviously, you don't just go right into it super hard. But it's been I'm lunging, I'm back squatting, I'm deadlifting, I'm doing all the things.
You kill it.
that-
Sometimes, like, I watch you on Instagram. Sorry to interrupt you, Hannah, but I'm like, oh gosh, like, because work on TV and radio, I love it, and I'm so fulfilled. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, I should really go because I live,
Motivation.
yes. So I told Hannah off camera earlier today, I'm like, you need to hold me accountable because it's a friend I love, and you're right there. So that's what does a day look like for you, Hannah, as far as training?
It's off and on. So
Right.
you never know exactly as a trainer if you're going to have X amount of clients one week versus another.
Right.
But like today, I've got 9 clients in a class.
Oh, awesome.
I teach a fitness class on Mondays,
Yeah.
5:30 to 6:30. It's a bar class. So you're doing like lifting weights and bar, which you should take.
I could actually
You would
come
love
today.
that.
Okay, maybe this is going to be the day. It's
is the start.
Motivational Monday. There
Yep.
you go.
Yep.
That's
And then
awesome.
I teach a 6 a.m. class on Tuesday, Thursdays.
Okay.
It's called Get Lifted, and you never know what you're going to get.
Okay.
I've got probably like 20, 25 people that come into that class
Awesome.
every morning at 6
Yeah.
a.m. And the energy is really great. And then on top of that, right after that, I have back-to-back hours of clients.
Of clients.
And
That's-
have my 1 hour lunch break, and then.
And everyone loves, and I'm not just saying this because you're my friend, everyone I've ever spoken to, that's why I came and I was like, Hannah, one day we're going to train together
Yes.
because they say you're so positive and it's fun. And so that's what it's about, right? Like, you don't want to go into something thinking like, oh, I'm working out. You want it to be fun and have a good time with it. Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Right? I'm like, life is meant to be enjoyed. Hannah, so here is a weird question, but I was just thinking, like, do you ever feel like when you're hurting or your knee isn't feeling 100, do you ever have moments where you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'll be able to help my client or train? How do you push through that?
At the beginning, when I first initially did it, it was very, very painful.
Okay.
Yeah, there was moments where I was like, I felt doubtful.
Yeah.
But really, like my current clients that I've been working with forever, or even like some of my newer ones I've been working with for like a month or so.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. Like I can still get up and walk around, hand them weights and all that good stuff.
Right.
There was just a few things I like couldn't fully demonstrate on.
Okay.
Which was like, it was defeating for me, honestly, because I was like, I'm 100%. Like
Right.
I'm giving my client 110%, even though they're totally understanding, and they're like grateful that I'm there.
Right.
But for me personally, I was like, oh man, I'm not giving my 110. At least for me, it didn't feel that way.
And
Even
they
though I
probably
was.
don't even notice. you
Yeah.
know? But I always think about that quite often because, like I said, you are so real with your struggles and
Yeah.
with your knee and everything. And so I'm like,
Gotta
this,
be.
right. 100.
It's a relationship.
Exactly. No,
Uh-huh.
truth. But it's like, this is your world and this is how it's your career and how you make money. And so I know you, and being, I dare say, the perfectionist that you are.
I am.
You're also, yeah, but like that has to be a struggle.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting to know. That's
Yeah.
cool. And I'm sure you're not the first or last personal trainer that's gotten hurt. I'm sure there's a lot of people.
Yeah, I actually I've had a handful of clients during that time period. It was 3 months where I was in a lot of pain that I wasn't actually able to. I was taking clients, but I would be straight up honest with them and be like,
Right.
hey, I can't do full demonstrations right now
Right.
to show you, but I can walk you through. I'm very vocal and verbal on how to move the body properly, and they were all good with it. And I
love
never
that.
had an issue with it, and now I'm fully fine to demonstrate everything. So it's been
That's
great.
awesome. That is so
Yeah.
good to hear.
Thanks, Palik.
I know, right? Oh my gosh, we need to have him on. I actually think he is on the
wonderful.
docket coming up.
You should.
So today you are teaching a class, and then do you have people that you're training today as well?
Yeah,
All
I've got
day?
about eight to 9 clients today,
Oh, just 8 to 9.
and then
no big
admin
deal.
work now.
I
since I'm
love that.
promoted.
Are you going straight from the set,
Yep.
TV8 right there?
I've got
I
an
love
8
it.
a.m. session.
Okay, so Hannah, I feel like today's the day for me. I'm going to jump in. Where can people find you if they too want to take your classes and or sign up to do personal training?
Yes.
Yeah.
Homestead Core Club.
Okay.
You're welcome to call the front desk or find me on my social media.
Okay.
It's Hannah Nestor Vail. You can find me there, write me a message. Either ways, just go ahead and call.
Okay, awesome. And then we have the website up right now. Can you go online as well and pull up the schedule, and it will have your name, right? Under the
Absolutely.
classes? Okay, cool.
Yes,
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Hannah, we adore you. I have a good idea. We're going to have you back, and let's do a workout, like a little mini
Oh
workout.
boy, let's
on
do
air.
it.
Yeah, on TV live.
Yes,
I'm
how
like, I'm not
fun.
nervous for you. I'm nervous for me now. Hannah, Nestor, you are a joy. I adore you. Thank you for keeping our community fit mentally and physically.
Thank you.
Truly,
I
you're
appreciate
awesome.
it.
I love you. We'll keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8vail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com, because there's always more for you on 92.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tv8vail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Even your pets can enjoy a ride on the train. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am very, very excited to have this conversation with an amazing, beautiful human being. And I finally have your name correctly, Michelle Cohn Levy. I am so happy to have you here at the studio to have, you know, sometimes these discussions aren't easy and they're not fun, but they're so important. And I know we've kind of had a dialogue back and forth about talking to people, especially the Jewish community and our friends in the Jewish community, just to speak up, reach out. And that's truly what I mean. Speaking up, reaching out to people just to see if they're doing okay and to have the hard conversations. How are you doing, Michelle?
Oh, thanks for asking, Gretchen.
Of course.
I'm doing all right. It's there's a lot going on and it's tricky, but I think I'm doing well as I can be.
Well, and I love that you and I were talking a little bit before we started airing, and your beautiful sparkly shirt, that embodies who you are, truly. And I'm getting emotional. It's an emotional thing, but you know, you are such a ray of sunshine for our community. You truly are, and you're a light. And so when I thought about having this hard conversation, and you know, on Good Morning Vail, we do all of it, but usually we tend to do the light and the fun because you know, that's what you want to talk about, but this is so important. And I thought of you because you are able to bring light and love to such a difficult conversation. So thank you again.
Thank you.
So Michelle, let's just dive in.
Yeah.
You know, obviously there is a heaviness, there's a weight in the world right now. And even the past weekend, a couple of my friends noticed asking me why I seemed off. And you can feel it. It's real. It's heavy. How does someone like me, who has a lot of friends in the Jewish community and the Muslim community as well, how do you go about talking about this? How do you bring it up? How do you check in on friends? How do you do it without sounding, quite frankly, ignorant and or you're just concerned, and to really have that come across? How do we start? Yeah, and especially in the Vail community.
Yeah, I think it's exactly like you just said. Right when we started this conversation, you're like, you know what? Let's just dive right in. Right. And I think just not even pretending to skirt around that you're trying to talk about something difficult is always the way to go, to be honest, to be open. I don't think any of your Jewish friends would fault you for sounding ignorant because you don't know the entire history of the entire universe. I don't think anyone does. And I actually think it sounds ignorant to try and pretend that you do.
I love that you said that. Thank you so much. This is why I adore you, because one of the many reasons. But it's truth, because that is kind of what I was trying to bring across to you is, you know, I'm educated because I've made myself educated, but I don't know everything, but nor does anyone. You know, and so it's okay to ask questions. It's okay. How do you, I guess you're right, like just break the barrier of talking to someone and making sure they're okay without making them feel uncomfortable? You think just maybe diving right in and saying, hey, there's a lot happening. How are you? Okay.
Absolutely. How are you is an amazing place to start. You know, it's so interesting, like what we were just talking about. My daughter yesterday, I don't remember exactly what came up, but she came up and she was running around the house doing something, and she said to me, oh my gosh, you know what? I was wrong about that. And that was like one of my favorite things to ever hear her say. I think people are so worried that like once they say something that thing is tied to them forever. And it is so okay to admit like you said something and you made a mistake, or that you don't know everything, and just to have these conversations and to ask lots of questions. It's not ignorant to ask questions. It's the opposite.
Well, and so Michelle, I know that you are tied into the community very deeply here. And by the way, your family is so darling. I saw a bunch of your family and your amazing husband at the Barbie movie a couple of weeks ago. It was awesome. They are just beautiful inside and out. Is there a safe space for people to go and speak about this, or where other people in the Jewish community, maybe where they don't feel 100% safe? Is there a place or places rather to go? And
I think that's a little bit of a complicated question. I don't know that we have like a dedicated space. However, I will say that being a part of the Vail Interfaith Chapel is a really incredible community.
That's what I
And we, you know, it's amazing. I know that the Jewish community has felt very supported by like the entire VRF, like the Vail Religious Foundation. That's been incredible. But I think the place to go is just straight to your friends.
I love that you said that.
You don't have to, there doesn't have to be a dedicated space to have these
conversations.
A physical space, or even a group of specific people. It's just that you should be checking in with people and letting them know that you're there for them. And I mean, this is a scary time to be Jewish, although I'm like trying to be as loudly Jewish as possible.
I love that. And I think that is part of that healing and beauty, right? But it is scary.
It's scary. And I mean, a lot of Jewish people are having the thoughts. They're scrolling through their news feeds on social media, and it's just this like parade of like funeral announcements and missing person ads, and you know, like this memorial for a family of 4, and all of these things. And it has a lot of Jewish people wondering like, hey, if I needed a safe place to go, like if I needed to be hidden, which of my friends would hide me? And that's a really scary thought, but it's a thought that people are having. And you know, Jewish people are noticing when you're not saying something that would lead them to believe that you would be a person that would hide them if you needed that.
I love that you're saying this, because so what I'm hearing is that being proactive and really reaching out, and you know, I mean, you're friends with one of my best friends as well. the first thought that crossed my mind is to reach out to him. And so you're saying as a Jewish human being, you love that people are doing this, because I think a lot of people have that fear around it. Like they don't want to have these hard conversations, or they don't want to reach out because maybe it's a little touch. I don't even know what the word is, but
Yes. Well, I'd love to read something. Actually, my friend, I posted on, right when you reached out to me, I posted something on my Facebook page, and I said, if you were going on the local news station to talk about,
I was so honored, by the way. I was like, oh, I love this girl.
Well, it's hard because I don't believe that I speak for all Jewish people.
Right.
I'm just me, and I'm sharing my own personal feelings. And
thank you for saying that too. That's very important. Thank you, Michelle. You're awesome.
Thank you.
You are.
Thank you. And I knew that I would have a lot of people that had a lot of thoughts, and I had a huge response.
Amazing.
By so many of my friends, and it even I made it public, so it reached. There were people commenting on there that I don't know and I've never met before.
I took a screenshot of it because it made me feel a certain way. I was like, thank you for caring so much and really taking it seriously.
And it's important to me to also have the things that I share be reflective of what the larger Jewish community thinks and feels. And the responses were incredible, and I heard so many amazing things. And my friend Jennifer is a poet, and
I love this.
Had a really beautiful response that I thought well encapsulated the way that I felt as well. So I'd love to share that. She said, I would like people to listen. They don't need to offer unconditional support for Israel to be a good listener and friend. I want them to be present with me. I want them to be honest and share that they don't understand everything about the situation, right? Like we were talking about.
I love that.
I want them to share that they are horrified by the brutality of Hamas. I want them to understand why Jewish people need Israel and what Israel means to our people. And I want them to say that they're learning more about the horrors of anti-Semitism, and that they know that anti-Semitism exists and that it can cause great harm.
I love that. I love this. I think if it's you talk to your friend and we could share this maybe. I think this is really powerful and so important. Getting a little choked up. Thank you so much. This is such an important conversation, and like I said, it's not easy. And I think you really did a great job, by the way, of bringing it full circle, because even for me, someone that, I love people, but it is a hard conversation and it's not easy. And I think between your friend's poem and is it her
Jennifer.
name? Jennifer.
Yeah.
And you, Michelle, you're able to show other people that you're right. It's just about caring at the end of the day and just making sure that your friends are okay.
Yeah, and if anyone's struggling to know exactly what to say to a friend, or they are just looking for advice, or you don't have a Jewish person that you know that you can reach out to, you're very welcome to reach out to me. My email address is info@whatmichelledoes.com, and you can reach out to me anytime. And even if you're just confused and want someone to talk through the situation with, or just need someone to listen to, I'm available to you also.
You're an amazing human being. We just need a dramatic pause right now. And you're a mother of how many?
3. One of them is here right
now.
Yes.
I'm like, I see. I'm like turning them on. Michelle, thank you so much. I think if it's okay with you, we'd love to have you back and further these conversations. I just love that you are so full of love and light. It is so apparent. And this sweater, no, you're so cute. I'll hold your hand. This sweater couldn't be more you. When you walked in, I'm like, thank you. Thank you for all of you. You're an amazing human. And,
thank you.
I know you shared your email.
Yeah.
Is there any other information that you would like to give anyone, or just if they do want to reach out to you, is that the easiest way?
Yeah, that's the best way to reach out to me. My website is whatmichelledoes.com. If it's too hard to remember the full email, you can find my contact info there.
Look at all the things you do.
Look at, there it is. There it is right there. Yeah, so if you want to reach out to me, please feel free. If you're looking, Rabbi Newman is an incredible resource too at B'nai Vail congregation. And if you want to reach out to him, I'm happy to connect you with him as well.
Thank you. I really appreciate you. You're an amazing piece of this community, and you made me feel better. I hope that other people really understand that just caring is what it's all about. Just reaching out, I think. Not even having the right words. There aren't right words. Just being present and having that energy.
Yeah, people aren't going to remember the exact words that you said. They're definitely going to remember how you made them feel.
I love that. You're brilliant. You make me feel really happy on this Monday. Thank you.
Thanks, Gretchen.
Well, we appreciate you so much, and we're definitely going to have you back. So this is not the last of Michelle you're going to see. And we have more Good Morning Vail to come, so keep it right here.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Even your pets can enjoy a ride on the train. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wildcrafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at Revival Vail Valley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We have an exciting interview, so stay tuned and watch this.
Welcome to Outdoor Adventures. I'm Ben Roof. We are here at Yeoman Park, part of Sylvan Lake State Park, getting ready for a 3.5 mile out and back hike to Nolan Lake, totaling 7 miles. It's going to be a gorgeous high alpine lake in the shadow of Gold Dust Peak. Now, we are at Yeoman Park now, which means we're going to have to drive 6 miles up a dirt switchback road to get to Fulford. Fulford is an old mining community founded in the late 1800s that is now mostly home to summer cabins. It's only accessible by road in summer and by snowmobile in winter. It's going to be a fun little drive, so let's get started. So we've made it up to Fulford. The road isn't terrible, and as long as your vehicle has pretty good ground clearance, you shouldn't need four-wheel drive to make it all the way up. However, I can imagine things could get pretty rough if it's raining or if the roads are wet. Up at the trailhead, we are here at 9,920 feet in elevation. There is some dispersed parking right around the trailhead across from Fulford and the entrance to the town. We are going to finish the hike up at 11,342 feet, gaining and losing and having to regain about 600 feet of elevation when we hit a saddle on the trail about halfway through. Don't forget, we're hiking at altitude, so it's going to be easy to get hydrated, especially in this warm summer. So make sure we've got plenty of water and some bug spray, because there are a lot of flies, at least the beginning of the trail. But as long as we're prepared, let's get started. After we've crossed that creek on our way up the trail, we do have to split off from the old mining road we've been following since the trailhead. About 400 yards after we cross the creek next to the old building, we do come to the fork in the road. And back here behind me is the Nolan Lake Trail. It's a little bit tricky to see as we're walking up the logging road. And this old road keeps going and is very much more of a defined path. It's easy to miss. So, after the creek, got to make sure we're looking to the left-hand side there for this old tree and the gap that's been sawed through it. Let's go. Start to get quite a bit steeper as the trail is starting to begin to wind its way up a fairly significant hill face. It's going to have to work its way around several different steep rock outcroppings, which makes the trail a little bit narrow and a little bit windy. Fortunately, we do have pretty solid footing the whole way up before we reach the national wilderness boundary. So the last section of our hike does start off with that bit of a short but steep and windy section there going through the rocks. Afterwards, we come out towards some talus fields and an alpine marsh. After passing the marsh, we're going to hit our wilderness boundary, and that is the signal that we are almost on top of the lake. It's just a little bit more to regain that 600 feet that we lost coming down in the marsh, but we'll be right on top of the lake after that, and not a moment too soon, because I'm starting to get a bit thirsty. Let's get going. Well, we are just about to the lake, but it has started to rain on me, so hopefully it's not too far away. The rain has really picked up, which is always a risk at the high alpine. You never know what the weather's gonna do as you start closing in on tree line. Well, thankfully the rain broke, and hopefully we'll have a beautiful sunny rest of the hike. We're here at Nolan Lake. Despite having a bit of rain to deal with, some muddy spots in the trail, and some spots where trees falling over the trail made it a little bit difficult to navigate, and the bugs have been kind of atrocious. I would say overall, it's a moderate to difficult trail. Not terribly easy, but nice and scenic the whole way. It's absolutely gorgeous. Once we're at the lake, we've still got snow, it's nice and cool, there's a beautiful view, and the water is crystal clear. Now, let's enjoy the views a little bit. One of the biggest challenges on any hike is making sure that we bring enough water with us. Water can get heavy and can be a hassle to carry. So one thing that I always make sure that I have in my pack is a life straw. This product is by Vestergaard, and it's a fantastic little lightweight water filter that you can bring with you just about anywhere. It's small, it's light, it can fit in your backpack, it can fit in your pocket, it can even fit in your car. And the way it works is you just pop the lid open here. This is the filter side and this is the drinking side. And you just take this guy, stick it in your water source, and just drink just like it's a straw. This is a fantastic product that can make sure, as long as you have a water source, you'll have somewhere where you can get some drinkable water from. And it does a great job at filtering out not just dirt and debris, but also bacteria, microorganisms that might make us sick. It's lightweight, it's easy to use, and Vestergaard also makes a series of other Life Straw filter products, like some that go in your water bottle, some that go in your drinking reservoir, or some that can go in your filter in your refrigerator. So, make sure to pick up a Life Straw at any of our fantastic local outdoor retailers. I can't stay here for too much longer though, because I am getting eaten alive by all the mosquitoes. So let's head on back to the car. Thank you so much for joining me for Nolan Lake on this edition of Outdoor Adventures. I'm Ben Roof. I'm gonna get out of this thunderstorm, but I hope you'll catch me next time when I go explore Beaver Lake.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake! It's fake!
Join us to raise money to fight polio. The inaugural Pints for Polio is October 24th at Route 6. Buy tickets at vailrotary.com. Donations are matched 2-to-1, so come out and make a difference.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Hi, it's Kimberly Perot here. I've got Gretchen Pleshaw in studio. We are in the second hour of our Monday morning edition of Good Morning Vail. We'll be talking to Milo Gladstein, a photographer. Very interesting work that he does. We'll be looking at Vail Vibes and Avija at Shakedown Bar. And then Covered Bridge, we'll be talking with the Hig Life. So very exciting hour two. It starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the TV8 Weather Center. Happy Monday. Let's take a look at that sunshine ahead. 8 a.m. 38 degrees and a high of 66 with abundant sunshine. Wind southwest 5 to 10 miles per hour. So gorgeous day out there. Very fall, beautiful day. 38 degrees, 8 a.m. and sunny. Noon 58 and sunny. 4 p.m. 62 and 8 p.m. 51 and clear. So get on out there and soak up that fall sunshine. Eagle 70, Avon 69, Vail 66, and Denver a whopping 80 degrees. So lots of sunshine across the board. A low tonight of 49 degrees, clear skies, and sunset a little bit earlier at 6:17 p.m. Let's take a look at that 5-day forecast. Tuesday, mostly sunny, 61, a low of 31. Wednesday, 63, Thursday, 60. Friday, you can see Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the cloud coverage coming in, 60 degrees, 57, and then 54, so getting a little bit cooler on Saturday, but beautiful nonetheless for fall peepin' season. That sounds like a little rhyme. Fall peepin' season. There you go.
Fall peepin' season. I love it. Well, it's been a very adventurous first half of our show. I'm excited about the second half of this
Me
morning.
as well. One of my dear friends, Milo, we're going to be talking to, and he's an insanely amazing photographer. Just
I can't
brilliant.
wait to see his work. I know we love having artists and
Yes.
and all kinds of people here on the show in the morning.
We're eclectic here. Good morning,
We
Vail.
really are. But you know, it's just been a really great show. We've got that. We're talking with Covered Bridge. We love the partnership we do with them, and then Avija out and about, Vail Vibes.
Love it. I love it all.
All the things at Shakedown Bar.
I
I'm
know.
ready for
I like that
the
little
ski season.
I know, and Shakedown Bar is so much fun during ski season, especially because you just get off the mountain and you're right there. Go in your boots, hang out.
Go in your booth, listen to some live
music. Yeah.
You know, enjoy some time with friends and fam. So it's pretty great.
It is.
But we've got a lot more on this second hour of this Monday morning edition, Motivational Monday.
Motivational
Good
Monday.
Morning Vail. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you have an interesting hobby or skill you'd like to share for Vail Valley? We want to hear from you. We're looking for people to share their musical, artistic, culinary, woodworking, athletic, or technical talents on Good Morning Vail. If you'd like to share your talents with the community, email Danielle at tvavail.com. Join the community conversation. There's more for you on 92.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake! It's fake!
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Each week on the Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Good morning, Vail.
We have so many excellent partnerships here in the Vail Valley, and one of our favorite partnerships is with the Covered Bridge. They have a conversation about fancy van life, so let's take a look.
Hello, welcome to Covered Bridge on TV8. I'm Kim Fuller, co-owner of Jaunt Media Collective in West Vail and editor-in-chief of Covered Bridge magazine.
And I'm Bobby LaRue, the other co-owner of Jaunt Media Collective and the director of partnerships at Covered Bridge magazine. We had the pleasure of sitting down with some really awesome locals that really celebrate collaboration and really have created some unique things for our valley and the state-wide. So today we're sitting down with David Walsh with Van Life Customs, Alex and Cohn of Hygge Life. Dave, can you give us a little idea of what Van Life Customs is and what you guys do over there?
Absolutely, Bobby. So we build bespoke camper vans on the Mercedes Sprinter, Ford Transit, and Ram ProMaster chassis. We're essentially set up as an upfitter, so you bring us an empty van and we build you the camper van of your dreams.
That's pretty awesome. And Alex and Cohn, give us a little idea of how to pronounce your business and what exactly you guys do over there.
All right, so maybe we start with hygge. So hygge is a Danish word that doesn't translate directly, but it kind of means coziness. So it's just this feeling really good, content, happy in a moment. And our shop and cafe located in Eagle Vail is called Hygge Life. So we basically import all sorts of home goods, furniture, lighting, decor, from all over Scandinavia and Europe that we feel like creates an atmosphere that creates that hygge feeling.
Mm-hmm. So when I think of van life, I think of cozy, right? And being in a van and being able to go anywhere you want and really create your life by design. So what was it, Dave, that, what was the impetus of starting to work with Hygge Life?
Yeah. Well, we've known Alex and Cohn for a while here in the Valley, love going in their shop and checking things out. And every time I'd walk through there, I'd be like, wow, this would be so cool to incorporate in a van build. Like, how could we get this vibe in a van? Mm-hmm. It's definitely a small space, so it has to be done really clean and really simple. And the vibe that we saw every time we walked into Hygge was just exactly that, but it was still inviting. So yeah, we just kind of started kicking around some ideas and saw some finishes and some fabrics and thought, wow, maybe we could build a cool van out of this.
Yeah.
When I first heard of this idea, I had what I would picture, like, oh, they're going to supply a few things. But after talking to Dave and during the build, it sounds like you guys had a pretty big part in creating what that interior of the van would look like.
We did. No, it was really fun to kind of start thinking a little bit out of the box from a home or a room, but to get to a room on wheels, really. And you do start thinking about colors, about fabrics in there, even how to position lighting, how to build in certain lighting, and then what objects and items can you bring in that both create a really good vibe, but are also super practical, of course, because you're gonna get out there, you're gonna be camping out, and which things can you use inside the camper van, but are also possibly to pull out when you're eating, dining, grilling, after swimming, relaxing, sitting in the sun. And then how to pack it all up and create a really cozy, comfy home, because it doesn't matter whether it's raining outside, you're sitting outside, but how to use those things all around.
Yeah, and Dave, you often work with clients in that way where they're designing their vans from scratch. Is this correct?
Yep.
And so that also includes aesthetic, and they can get as detailed as they'd like.
Yeah. Our customers can come in, they can choose from a number of different fabrics, or they can bring their own. We've done tufted leather seats or couches in the vans as well. The key is that we bring in ideas from the customer and we incorporate them into a durable solution that we have, because these vans are going to do 70 miles an hour down the road, bumping along down a washboard road to find a good rural off-grid campsite. So it needs to hold up too. So we had to bring like the nice high-end feel of a home and put it in something and keep it all together.
And Alex, you do the same at Hugo Life with guests, or not guests, but customers who come in and they ask you for your amazing design advice. Are you able to go into their homes and help them in that way too?
Yeah, we actually just rolled out a styling program this last year, which has been going really well so far. And we're able to go into people's homes, and that could be, for a specific room, an office, the entire home, a living room. And we'll basically go in and help them with furnishings, lighting, decor. And so the van was actually a really fun project for us too, to practice our styling. Yeah.
What's really unique too, if you guys haven't been over to the shop in the wintertime, I don't know if you guys are doing this in the summer, but Saturdays are sauna days, is that correct? I saw that going on a little bit this year.
Yeah, just, so Huga also definitely incorporates enjoyment, fun, a good time basically. And so to put that, and you can do Huga. Huga is used as a verb in the Danish language. So you could say, hey guys, come over for dinner, Huga with us tomorrow night. And so we are always thinking of how to incorporate Huga and to practically do it as well. In this case, we got like, well, why don't we put a sauna in front of the shop? Quite a nice Nordic thing to do, both relaxing and fun. So this past winter, we indeed every Saturday had a sauna in front of the shop. You could book an hour and come with some friends or family, and that hour, the sauna was yours, coffee in the cafe before or after. Of course, did the whole package, so we got a cold plunge next to it. And just indeed to just do Huga as well, not just say, buy this, your home is going to be more Huga, but totally to live it as well. Yeah, because it is Huga life.
Right. It seems like we should be pulling the sauna with the van. That would be
exactly.
That would be the most ideal thing. Yes.
I feel that with Hugo Life, it's always, for me, it's those things I didn't know I needed, right? And like a sauna, or very much a part of the Scandinavian culture, and then once they're a part of your life, the candles, the cozy stuff, it just becomes integrated. So Dave, were there any things in the van that showed up that you were like, wow, I never would have thought of this until it's there, and now you're so many customers that you're going to
There absolutely were a few things. I think the lighting was a big thing. We have our normal built-in lighting that we use, but Alex and Cohn brought in some great accent pieces. They have these little, is it like a little candelabra thing?
Yeah, it's like a little portable light.
Yeah, and it's like a touch light. It's amazing. And then the globe light with the handle on top was fantastic, and being able to hang that in the van and then grab it and take it out of the van. There was just some amazing accessories, and then there's nothing better than laying on, gosh, what was it, alpaca?
Sheepskin?
Well, the sheepskins are always amazing, but the blankets and the covers was just, it was the next level. Like it took this van to a really another place.
So the van is since sold, but if you guys want to reach out, I'm sure they could redo or refashion a total different Huga Life van or a van from Dave. But what I want to focus on quickly before we end is, you've created some really unique businesses, but you both seemingly see the power and the opportunity of collaboration. And if you could just speak to that a little bit, because I think that's really what we're trying to celebrate at Covered Bridge and TV8 is how to work together within this silo of our valley, but then how to create more community around that.
No, yeah, what is really fun is indeed to see collaboration. We always believe that the more you collaborate, the sum of individual components becomes bigger than just a simple equation. And that's what we've always tried to do as well. So any partnership is really fun. And when we got to start talking about this idea, we're totally on board. And it doesn't always need to be resulting into this massive opportunity or big thing, but it really is about creating community, putting things out there together. You are stronger, we think, together than just by yourself. And it is also just what we try to do at the shop and with the coffee bar and the cafe in there, bring in the sun. It is engaging the community because it's kind of more hygge together as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and we do. I mean, in the Vail Valley, I think it is really important that we all do come together and work together, and because, like you said, there are just such amazing small businesses in the valley, and it takes a lot of passion and grit and to make your business survive up here, I think, as well. And so I think coming together and really helping each other and coming up with fun ideas, and this really was mostly fun. We had a really fun time with it, and neat to connect with Dave and create this beautiful van. But I think in the valley, just all of us coming together, it's important.
Yeah. And a big shout out to you guys as well with what you guys are doing with Covered Bridge to highlight those stories, those connections, and basically the passion from a lot of local entrepreneurs to bring that out there. It's much appreciated.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really wonderful to be able to bring these stories, partnerships, and wonderful people to life on TV8. So thank you so much for watching today. Covered Bridge on TV8. We'll see you next time.
Enjoy the journey.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Familia, estamos muy emocionados de por fin presentarles nuestro nuevo programa completamente en español, Conexión Latina, que se estrena este lunes 21 de agosto a partir de las 7 de la tarde. Por el momento, el programa se transmitirá los lunes, miércoles y viernes de 7 a 7 y media de la tarde, con una repetición de 7 y media a 8, así que no hay excusas para perdértelo. Te recuerdo que puedes sintonizar nuestra programación a través del canal 92 de Comcast, nuestra página web tv8vail.com y nuestra página de Facebook TV8 Conexión Latina. Acompáñanos en esta nueva aventura llena de información y entretenimiento local. No te lo pierdas.
Hello everyone, I'm Raisa Pascal. And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals. Now check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. And welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw, host of TV8 Vail. From fashion to food, from film to festivals, experience a unique look at the boutiques, spas, restaurants, and venues that make the Valley so special. Join me for Glitz and Glam. Find it in Good Morning Vail or at our website at tv8vail.com. I can't wait for our next adventure.
Welcome aboard.
Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am very, very thrilled about this. I have a dear friend and photographer extraordinaire, Milo Gladstein. How are you doing, Milo?
I'm doing good. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, it's so good to see you. See you in, well, I almost said in real life, but see you over the video, you know.
I know, we only get to see each other once or twice a year, but it's so good to be here, and thanks for having me.
Of course. So Milo, just so we can let everyone know, Milo and I met years ago. Was it X Games or Do Tour?
I think it was Do Tour at first, and then X Games Do Tour every year after that.
Yeah. So. And Milo, I know you are very humble, but you are an amazing, phenomenal photographer. How did you get started? I don't even know. This is great for me to find out as a friend as well. How did you get started taking pictures? Because you are insanely talented.
Yeah, I mean, I've pretty much always had a camera in my hand. I got started in kind of the street photography vein and moved into other things like outdoor sports and things like that, adventure sports, whitewater rafting. I've been a climber for 10 years, almost. So kind of always been taking out the camera, climbing and stuff. And I'm still a student at Colorado State University and found my way into a media and society class. And they told me about the student newspaper, the Rocky Mountain Collegian. Yeah. And the newsroom is in the basement of the student center. And I kind of always joke that I walked into the basement and I never walked out. And here I am all these years later. So
that is brilliant. And you're actually the photo director, right, of the Collegian magazine.
Yeah, so this year I'm co-photo director with my good friend Garrett Mogul. We both took over, so we're running the whole visual side of the paper, which has been an absolute blast, and we have such an incredible staff, and it's been really great to really try to curate the best news possible for the Fort Collins community.
Well, I have to tell you, one of my favorite things, truly, and I'm not just saying this because we're friends, of the X Games, of Do Tour, of all these events that we're so blessed to get to go and hang out together, is seeing your photos behind the scenes at the media tent, because they are insanely amazing. Oh, there we go. There's one of my favorites. Do you want to talk a little bit about the photo?
Yeah, absolutely. So kind of for me, being able to go to Do Tour and X Games is kind of a dream come true. I've always loved snowboarding and obsessed over every snowboarding movie as a kid.
Yeah.
And specifically, I mean, this image of Zeb Powell is probably one of my favorites that I've taken. And the first year I applied for Do Tour, I had no intention of getting it as, you know, a kid on student media, and I got the credential and went and just had the best time ever, surrounded by all these incredible athletes who are also incredible people. I never thought I'd meet, that I just always saw through the computer screen on movies and stuff. And so this image in particular was at X Games this past year, of Zeb on top of right before he dropped in for the Knuckle Huck event. And that was fantastic.
And I have to say about Zed, because you know I got to interview him and I adore him, this is a soft side of him that we're seeing in this photo. You captured a moment, because he is a teddy bear, and not everyone knows that. That captures his like energy, his beauty. He is just a love. I adore him.
Yeah, he is fantastic. This was the image I wanted to walk away with, and happened to have the opportunity on top of the Knuckle Huck, and everything kind of just came together in the middle of a snowstorm. And yeah, it was.
I love it.
Incredible.
All right, I want you to walk us through your photos. Is that cool? And kind of tell us about each one.
Yeah,
put you on the spot
cool.
here. All right, let's do it.
Cool. This one was super fun. This was also from X Games. You know, kind of got a lot of the standard shots, as we call them. We go out and get the safe shots first. We know which images need to be published and things like that. And then we kind of go for the more fun stuff. So these were really fun because I laid on the snow with my head against the big air jump kicker, and basically just had to wait and time it based on what all the other photographers were doing. So you could kind of, almost like Formula One, you could see everybody's head snap up and kind of just trying to get it right at that right moment of just the skier framed against the sky, which is incredible.
I dig it. That is so awesome. I love it. Oh, I like this too.
Yeah, this one's was really, really fun. This was at night on the Super Pipe, And this was one of the images I've been trying to get for a long time, trying to position myself to frame the riders right in between the two lights with the X Games logo against the black sky. It's one of those like perfect nights that was just clear, I mean, as can be, and was just trying to capture that just raw, super clean, huge method, and was really stoked to be able to capture that.
Are those stars that you can see as well in the background?
I'm not sure.
That's dope. Oh, it's so cool. Milo, I dig it. That's awesome. Right on. I mean, I don't seem shocked because I know you and I get to see these all the time, but these are brilliant. Absolutely. Oh, Burton, we need to send that to our buddies over at Burton. That's dope. I love that.
Yeah, again, this was really fun. I think this one was at Dew Tour, or maybe X Games. I can't remember, actually. But this one was really fun. Just had a really wide angle lens and kind of was actually, a lot of these happened to be as I was moving position, and the rider happened to kind of pop up over the edge right in front of me.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is also one of my favorites. Just, you can feel the size of the pipe and how high the rider is in the air. I mean, I love this photo.
Well, and I should add too, a lot of people don't understand, but Milo, like, you get a perspective, and we do as media, to see it in a different way, to see these events, and it's pretty special because the human, everyone else that's going as a spectator really doesn't get to see these kind of moments. I mean, they see them, but in a different way, I should say.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really special to kind of be on the pipe, be on the knuckle as these athletes are doing their thing, which is just incredible to watch. And you get a whole other side of things that you would never see otherwise. And it's cool to kind of feel like you're almost part of the action in that sense.
100%. And as we look at some more of your photo, okay, I'm going to totally be quiet because I know you were so stoked about this particular photo. You ran back to the media tent, and yeah, tell us all about this.
Yeah, so this was actually kind of a coincidence. I think the day before this was at Dew Tour this past year. This is Sylvia. She rides for the German team and has been just an incredible athlete for them for many, many years. And she walked up to me during one of the open practices as I was taking photos and stuff, and was like, "Hey, can you take some photos for me?" And I said, "Sure." And ended up shooting for her for most of Dew Tour this year, which was great. But it was funny because this was another one of kind of just happened to be walking by each other at that time that she snapped her board. And she's like, "Oh, can we do a photo?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have a great idea. Let's go over to the side." And I really wanted to capture her with the broken board and wanted to focus on the broken board, but kind of just with her eyes peeking out and kind of really personality in that.
So. I love it. I remember when you showed me that, and I was like, okay, I have another job for you. You're gonna be the new photographer for all the modeling as well, because product placement, man. You're really good at that. I'm impressed.
Well, thank you.
Of course. Oh, what is this one? I dig it.
This one was really fun. This was this kind of goes along the vein of getting safe shots first and then moving into more fun stuff afterwards. This was at round, I believe it was 16 of the Arena Cross Championship in Loveland, Colorado.
Right on.
And this was an assignment I had kind of found for the paper and was like, hey, this is cool. We've never really covered anything in this vein. So went to go cover this, and this was really fun to play with some motion blur shots. And this one came out really, really good. And it took probably a good hour to try to figure out exactly how I wanted this to be, and that the guys flying through the air in the back really adds to that. So
and I want to say too, I know that a lot of people just think, oh, photography, you point your camera. There's so much you've taught me. I've watched you the past couple of years. There's so much more that goes into it, and it's a true form of artwork. I mean, really, you have to have the eye, you have to know the equipment, you have to know the movement, all of it. I mean, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun. A lot of the time we end up my buddy Garrett and I's joke is we always end up sprawled out on the ground, underneath things of about to get run over all the time. I mean, I've been run over by many different things many times. It's just a blast.
I remember at Dew Tour, you guys, because we love hanging out, and I was with you guys, and I forget what you were shooting, but someone was like, what are they doing? You were on your knees, on your back, and I'm like, those are my homies. They're good. They're doing their thing. Let them be.
Yeah, that sounds about right. We're always kind of in weird positions.
Yeah, but you get the best product, so it works. And that last picture, was that the agricultural food waste story?
Yeah, it was. So this was a really good example of taking a local story and kind of a one-off story and making it, you kind of stumble into things as a journalist that you wouldn't really know about otherwise. So this woman in the photo is Jennifer Sewald, and she owns a local hard cider bar here in Fort Collins.
Right on.
And we just did a quick, we were doing a beer themed edition of the paper, and we did a quick thing about cider for cider versus beer kind of a thing. And in talking to her, she told me all about how she got a grant from the USDA to build a mobile juicing trailer that she now takes all over the state of Colorado and juices what are known as seconds. So this is fruit that would never make it to market if it weren't for Jennifer was doing. It would be thrown in the trash. And so she supports local agriculture through juicing all this fruit that wouldn't make it to market. And she takes that juice and gives it to local distilleries, things like that, and then brings the rest of it back up to Fort Collins, where she distills it into hard cider and then sells it through her company. And she contributes over $1 million back into the Colorado agriculture system every year, single-handedly, basically keeping all of these local farmers in business.
That is amazing. That is so beautiful. And I love that you captured her spirit and her energy in that picture. What a beautiful smile. And you could tell she really loves what she's doing. That's pretty special.
Oh, yeah. She always has a smile on her face. I mean, as
wow. Look at that. Wow. Milo, that's dope.
She's incredible. She's a fantastic woman, and built this company from the ground up all on her own, basically. Started just here in Fort Collins and then expanded to going to farms all over the state, and I'm sure she intends to expand that throughout the country as well if possible.
How cool. That is so beautiful. I love that. And then I think we have maybe at the end a rodeo picture. Oh, no, I was wrong. We don't. We have another one. No, it's all good. What is this? Well, I know what it is, but who is this?
So this is the bass player for the Psychedelic Porn Crumpets band. They are an awesome psychedelic rock band out of Australia. They came here to Fort Collins, I think 2 weeks ago now, or a week ago. They just blew the doors off the place. I mean, they sold out our local theater on a Tuesday night, which was awesome.
That's awesome. I love that. I love it. Oh, wow. That's a cool shot.
This is another one from them. They're incredible. It was a blast. I do quite a bit of concert photography around here, shoot for a lot of the local bands, and it's really fun and kind of one of the places I get to be most artistic just because of light and things like that.
And that's perfect, Milo. This is a good transition because I was going to say the difference between your photography when you're doing shows, like going and seeing music versus outdoor nature, is it night and day, right? I'm only assuming.
Yeah, it's a very different thing. I think now that I've settled into shooting concerts, it's become a lot calmer and more of like a familiar kind of almost brain scrub, but also the place that I get to be most artistic.
Cool.
Again, because of all the lights and colors and everything happening, it just is fantastic to be able to just have complete artistic freedom, which is amazing.
I love that. I love that so much. I am so inspired by all of these pictures. And what are you working at present day? Oh, here we go. That's the one.
Yeah, so this is, I threw this image in here to show because this, again, kind of similar to the Peach story. I currently am working on a rodeo story that was born out of a story that was done. I didn't write the original story that this photo was taken for. I did the photos for the story, and it was done about the CSU rodeo team.
Oh, right
on. I grew up about as far away from the sport of rodeo as you possibly can. This was the first interaction I had ever had with anybody in the sport of rodeo, and I took this photo. I actually have it printed and hanging on my wall.
I love it.
But I realized a couple months later that I just couldn't stop thinking about it, and there was more to be done in this world, in the world of Western life and rodeo, and so reached out to one of the contacts I had through taking photos for this story, and ended up being launched into a whole world for the last, I believe it's been 9 months now.
Oh, wow.
And hoping to finish the story up in January for it to run at the National Western Stock Show.
Cool.
And basically following the theme of what does it mean to be a true cowboy.
Nice.
So really, really excited to be kind of wrapping that up in the next couple months.
Milo, you're amazing. How cool. Thank you for taking us through your photo journey, literally all the things. So I know you're working on that, and I wish we had some more time, but what are you the most stoked coming up to do?
I think right now, just trying to finish school, graduate, figure out my next steps. Obviously, finishing the rodeo project is my main focus right now. I'm really, really excited for that. And I've kind of branched out more for that. I'm doing photos, writing, and a documentary as well. So
awesome.
I think that's what I'm most excited about at the moment.
Well, Milo Gladstein, we adore you here on Good Morning Vail. Thank you so much for your time, and I can't wait to see you soon due to our next games right around the corner.
Absolutely. Thank you again for having me, Gretchen. Always great talking to you.
So good seeing you, and we will talk to you again soon. And keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us to raise money to fight polio. The inaugural Pints for Polio is October 24th at Route 6. Buy tickets at vailrotary.com. Donations are matched 2-to-1, so come out and make a difference.
At Revival Boutique Med Spa, we take an integrative and holistic approach to skincare, focusing on the bigger picture when treating our clients. We use only result-driven and science-based products that contain clean, organic, wild-crafted, and research-based ingredients. From injectables, facials, to body contouring, we offer anything related to looking your best self. Find us in the Riverwalk in Edwards. For a complete list of services, visit us online at revivalvail.com. Follow us on Instagram at revivalvailvalley. Fall in love with your skin again. There's lots to love at Revival. Mind, body, beauty.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, it's Kimberly with the TVA Weather Center. Let's take a look at today's forecast as we are heading into this gorgeous Monday and the last full week of October. As you can see, today it's going to be a high of 66 degrees. It's 38 degrees currently. Abundant sunshine. We love the word abundant sunshine. Winds up to 10 miles per hour. Heading into the hourly today, 58 degrees at noon, 62 for the high at 4 o'clock, and sunshine all day long, 51 for the low at 8 o'clock tonight. Clear skies heading into that I-70 corridor as you're commuting from the Valley to Denver and Denver back to the Valley. 80 degrees in Denver, 66 in Vail, 70 in Eagle, and then 69 here in Avon. Gorgeous, gorgeous day as we are in the beginning of this week. Low of 49 tonight, sunset at 6:17. So we are getting into those winter daylight hours slowly but surely. It's getting closer and closer to ski season. Winds up to 10 miles per hour. 5-day forecast. We've got sunshine Tuesday and Wednesday, but then we've got a little bit of weather mixture coming in. We've got mostly sunny on Tuesday, 61 for the high, low of 31. Wednesday, sunny all day long, 63 degrees, low of 31. And then Thursday, 20% chance of precipitation, some cloud coverage, high of 60. Definitely chillier Thursday night, low of 29. That's almost the coldest for the week. And then Friday, 10% precipitation, mostly sunny, high 57, low of 32. And then Saturday, 20% chance of precipitation, partly cloudy, high of 54, and then 26 degrees for the low. So definitely heading into those winter weather temps, but still gorgeous throughout the day. Now, Pints for Polio, the Vail Rotary Club came on to talk about that October 24th. So let's have a look at that conversation.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, we loved seeing Trailer Tom here on the show, but today is very interesting because we've got a wonderful person joining us here on set. You know, World Polio Day is a big thing. It's here in the month of October. I've got Penny Wilson, the chair of Impact with the Vail Rotary Club, joining me today. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am so good. It's very exciting to chat with you. It sounds like the Vail Rotary Club really makes such a meaningful impact in the community. So tell me a little bit about it and what you all do.
Yeah. So the Vail Rotary Club is one of 3 Rotary clubs in the Valley. We're all part of Rotary International, which is an international service club of over 1.4 million members. And here locally, we do a lot of local service projects. We're known for the duck race that we put on Labor Day weekend, but we also do a lot of service projects throughout the Valley. We help Cycle Effect. We've helped the Domestic Violence Shelter, Salvation Army, Food Bank, Community Market, all that kind of stuff. We do a lot of good work, but we do a lot of it undercover. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Well, I love your hat and Polio Now. World Polio Day is in the month of October. So you have an event coming up. Tell me about it.
Yeah. So World Polio Day is October 24th, and we're going to have our inaugural Pints for Polio at Route 6 Cafe. Ollie and the gang there are great. So we're going to have, starting at 6 p.m. to about 8:30, just a great social, people come and catch up before the ski season starts. We'll have a buffet. You get your first drink free with your entry, and you'll learn about polio and help us raise money to fight polio.
Well, you and I were chatting before we were on camera about polio, and tell me a bit about it. You know, it is a very prevalent disease, and we do have the polio vaccines, but what are some interesting facts that you can share?
Yeah, polio still exists. So many people think that polio has been eradicated because we haven't had it here in the U.S. And we actually did have a couple cases in New York last year of polio, and that is very scary to think that it's here. But it still exists in Afghanistan and Pakistan. Those are the 2 countries that have what's called wild polio circulating. And as you can imagine, with those 2 countries, it's really hard to vaccinate. And typically it's women health educators who go out and do the vaccinations because they can gain the trust of the women in the community to get the children vaccinated. Polio typically hits kids under 5. It affects their nervous system. And in extreme cases, kids can go from running and playing one day to being unable to move their legs or run and play the next day.
Wow.
And if you've seen the iron lung from back in the day, that was because of polio. It would paralyze the people's bodies and their lungs, and the iron lung would help keep them breathing.
Wow, wow. Now tell me about the Purple Pinky booth.
Yeah, I love this. So at the Pints for Polio event on October 24th, we're going to have a Purple Pinky booth.
Okay.
So when a child receives the vaccination, their pinky is painted purple. So we're going to have the ability for people to get their pinkies painted purple to show support for ending polio.
And do you need volunteers for the Pints for Polio event? Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I think we've got the volunteers covered.
Okay.
But really what we need is people to come out and help us raise money and help us, raise awareness. I can't tell you how many people I talk to and they're like, well, polio is gone. It's like, no, it is not gone. It is still here in the world. And Rotary International, local Rotary clubs, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, World Health Organization, we're all working together to end it, because if we don't end it and stop vaccinating, it will explode all through the world again. So what I really need people to do is to buy their tickets, which I'll get on the Vail Rotary website, which is vailrotary.com, and come and join us. The really cool thing is, it's $30 if you buy your ticket ahead of time. It'll be 35 day of, but 100% of the proceeds are going to end polio. And the bonus is it's matched 2 for 1. So your $30 is going to be matched for $2 by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So your $30 turns into $90.
That's amazing. You know, you don't usually hear about it being matched so generously.
Yeah.
So it's big. And the reason you think polio is gone is because of the vaccinations and people really leaning into it and helping support. Now, speaking of, you are chair of the Impact Club. Do you have any updates for us on that?
Yeah, actually, I was at district conference this weekend, And because of the Impact Club, the Vail Rotary Club won the award for most new members. And Impact is something that I started in March because I've been in Rotary for about 9 years, and the Vail Rotary Club meets every Wednesday morning at Manor Vail at 7:30, and we have speakers, and it's a great club. But so many people I would talk to would say, well, I can't make it. Wednesday mornings is late start at school. I can't get off from work. The dues are expensive, would have all these things. So I heard about Impact and was like, that is exactly what we need. So Impact focuses on service projects. We don't have meetings unless we want to meet. We may have some socials and do different things, but we really focus on getting out and serving the community. And it's opened the doors for a lot of people to join who couldn't normally join. So the dues are less, we don't meet unless we want to, except for the service projects. And even with the service projects, we know people are busy, so it's like, if you can come, great. If you can't come, great. But we're gonna get together and do things. And it's also great for people who move to the community because as we were talking about, Vail's can be a really hard place to move to. So it gives you an instant community. That's what it gave us. And it allows you to meet other people and do good.
Yeah, that's great. So what kind of projects have you done so far?
We did, we helped with the duck race. And then we did we put bags together for Bright Future Foundation, which is our local domestic violence shelter. So if people have to flee a situation, at least now when they go, they've got bags with basic supplies, toothbrushes, toothpaste, all of the toiletries and supplies that you don't think about, but they may not have with them. We also did birthday cake bags. So if somebody's there and they have a birthday, they can make a birthday cake. We did some spaghetti dinner bags. So it's not uncommon for people to flee with kids, so they can, make a dinner and other things in those bags. That was a big one that we did. We'll be doing Pints for Polio. We're counting that as a service project. We'll be doing food boxes for Thanksgiving with Salvation Army. We'll do something in December. So we've got a lot of things coming up too.
I love that. And you mentioned that you have a speaker series, and our very own Danielle will be speaking on November 1st.
On the 1st. Yeah, in just a couple weeks. So the main club every Wednesday has a speaker come in from the community and talk. And we always welcome the community to come in. We just ask if you eat to pay for breakfast. And our Impact members can also attend those meetings. So yeah, I don't remember who's coming this week, but Danielle will be there next week. And I've learned so much about the community and about other community members and the things going on in the community through the weekly speakers.
That's wonderful. So one more time, Pints for Polio. Give me all of the details. Where can we go for tickets?
So Pints for Polio, October 24th. 6 to 8:30 p.m. at Route 6 Cafe in Eagle Vail. And I'll have tickets up on vailrotary.com. And if anybody has any questions, they can always reach out to me.
Oh, wonderful. And remember, you will double your ticket and the impact that your ticket has. So $30 turns into $90. Great social event for a great cause. Definitely want to head over there. Penny, thank you so much for coming on and telling us all about World Polio Day and October 24th, Pints for Polio.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Absolutely. Now we have a few more things on this Monday morning edition of Good Morning Vail. We'll be right back after this. Go refill that coffee cup and I'll see you shortly.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Suki and Scott show. We are feeling good today. Great show on the way.
Absolutely. Welcome to our show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
TV8 Vail is serving the community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Stop by for Good Morning Vail at 7 a.m. and stay all day for lifestyle favorites such as Good Day Vail, Daily Flash, Suki and Scott, and more. And you're sure to find the adventure you crave with back-to-back episodes of Scoreboard Nation and Outdoor America. Find us all day, every day on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on tv8vail.com, and on all our social media platforms. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Lions Head Jewelers Fossil and Mineral Gallery. Located in the heart of Lions Head Village for over a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery boasts a one-of-a-kind experience that cannot be found anywhere else in Vail. We carry the most exquisite array of fine jewelry, high-end minerals, and museum-quality fossils. We invite you to come in and explore all the history and beauty that nature has to offer.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 8 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Good morning, Vail.
I am really loving Vail vibes. Avisha is amazing, and we love this segment with a shakedown bar with all of our friends there. So let's check it out.
We play from the hearts. We play these songs. We live these songs.
Scott Redner is known as the man behind Shakedown Bar, a venue he says was created by musicians for musicians.
We are different. We treat our music differently. We take our music seriously.
While playing musical gigs around town, Scott had what seemed like at the time a very lucky encounter.
A gentleman saw me playing, and he gave me $1 million and bought the space, the lease on the space for me.
Wait, back up. What do you mean he gave you?
Well, he saw me playing at the Red Line one night, and he walked up and he tipped me $1,000, and he said, "You rock, dude. You need your own place." And I was like, "Well, I like the sound of that, you know." So I leaned over to my security guy and said, "Hey, this guy, he said he's gonna buy me a bar. You come run it." And it was my buddy Bryce, who was the security guy at Red Line, and he's like, "Okay."
So in 2012, Shakedown Bar was established. But like many things in life that seem too good to be true, so too was this. For a variety of reasons, Scott had to buy out his original investor. Since then, Shakedown Bar has thrived as a 198-person music venue with exceptional performers, including the Shakedown Family Band. Scott himself has toured the world with bands like Blues Traveler, Dave Matthews, and Lenny Kravitz. But this father of 2 girls says his daughters have inspired him to embrace the current pop stars.
It is just T-Swift, and it's like I want to be able to just. I asked my daughter, I'm like, because I took them to the Taylor Swift concert this year, and I'm like, which song, Harper? And she goes, "Cruel Summer."
Here he is performing his own rendition of Flowers by Miley Cyrus, another one of his daughter's favorites. Scott says if you love music, Shakedown Bar is the place for après-ski this winter.
What's better than songs you love to sing while you're after ski celebrating, getting a little toasty, right? But, it's about that. It's about interacting. It's about sharing that time. It's about singing along. It's about sharing the experience together, the feel-good stuff, the stuff you know.
And he was so impressed with my tambourine skills that you might even see yours truly on stage soon.
So am I hired to come perform with you? Can I do it?
Done.
Okay.
700.
Or maybe I'll just stick to Vail vibes. To see the real musicians, check out shakedownbarvail.com for the calendar of events.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Hello, everyone. I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for
Some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals. Now check this out.
studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the TV8 Weather Center. Let's take a look at that gorgeous Monday out there. 8 a.m., 38 degrees, a high of 66 degrees. And we love this abundant sunshine outside. So beautiful day, fall day. And I keep on saying it, it's feeling like the end of summer. True story. 8 a.m., 38 degrees and sunny. Noon, 58 and sunny. 4 p.m., 62. And then 8 p.m., 51 degrees and clear. So it is going to be a stunning fall day out there. Do a little leaf peeping at its finest. Eagle, 70 degrees. Avon 69, Vail 66, and Denver a whopping 80 degrees. So very warm temperatures. Tonight a low of 49, clear skies, sunset at 6:17 p.m. And then your 5-day forecast looking really good. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, sunshine, a little cloud coverage Thursday through Saturday. Thursday 60, 57, and then 54 on Saturday. So like I always say, over and over again, we get everything in these mountain towns, and I'm here for it.
It's pretty great. You know what else is pretty great?
What?
Today is National TV Host Day. And Gretchen, I am honored to spend today with you.
I'm honored to spend today with you. I thought you were going to slap me.
It's also National Slap Your Annoying Coworker
But
Day.
I'm not annoying. We're
But
good.
feel grateful to be here with you on this
Thank
couch.
you.
And, it's a great way to start the Monday, to start the week. But we had really exciting conversations.
Wow, powerful for sure. And I love our community here in Vail. What cool people.
And just across the state, period.
100%.
Have some really fantastic stuff. But it's going to be a great week of Good Morning Vail. You'll see both me and Gretchen several times, so we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining.
Happy Monday.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or find us on Comcast Xfinity